Now let's continue with the third part, division of fractions. Reminder, to find the reciprocal of a fraction, we switch the places of the numerator and denominator. Example, the reciprocal of 3 over 5. So to find the reciprocal, the denominator will become numerator and the numerator will become a denominator. It's 5/3. Reciprocal of 1/3. So also the denominator will become numerator and 1 will become the denominator. It's 3 over 1 and 3 over 1 is in fact 3. Reciprocal of 8. 8 is in fact 8 over 1. Its reciprocal is 1 over 8. Now we will use the reciprocal of a fraction concept in the division. Now to divide two fractions, a over b divided by c over d equals a over b times d over c. So to divide two fractions, we copy the first fraction, we change division into times, and we write the reciprocal of the second fraction. So this is the rule, we need to memorize it. So we need to copy the first fraction, we don't change anything in this fraction, we don't write its reciprocal, be careful. The division will be changed into multiplication, and we write the reciprocal of the second fraction, c over d. Its reciprocal is d over c. Now let's solve these examples of division of two fractions by applying this rule. 8 over 7 divided by 3 over 5 equals, so we copy the first fraction, 8 over 7. Division will be changed into multiplication, and we write the reciprocal of 3 over 5, which is 5 over 3. Now let's apply the multiplication rule that we learned earlier. So to multiply two fractions, we try to simplify first. 8 and 7 are relatively prime, same for 8 and 3, same for 5 and 7, same for 5 and 3. So we only multiply 8 by 5, 40, and 7 times 3, 21. So 40 over 21, it's an irreducible fraction. Now let's solve the second example. 22 over 15 divided by 77 over 12. Here we need to be careful to something very important, is that during a division, if the fraction is still in division form, we cannot cross simplify. We can never cross simplify. Maybe we can simplify the fraction itself, yes, but we can never cross simplify. Only we can cross simplify during the multiplication form. So first step is changing division into times, reciprocal of the second fraction. So it's 22 over 15 times 12 over 77. Now here the numerators and denominators are too big, and we have division operation, so we can simplify either vertically the fraction itself or cross simplify. 22 and 77, they have 11 as common divisor, and 12 and 15, they have in common 3. 22 divided by 11, it's 2 over 5 times 4 over 7. And here also a very important remark, we cannot simplify numerator with numerator or denominator with denominator, only one numerator with one denominator. So 2 and 4, we cannot simplify these two numbers by 2, so be careful. Now 2 times 4, it's 8, and 5 times 7 is 35, and 8 over 35, it's an irreducible fraction. Now let's solve the third example, 7 over 16 divided by 8. We noted that 8 is in fact 8 over 1. Now let's copy 7 over 16 times the reciprocal of the second fraction, 1 over 8. Now let's try to simplify if possible. 7 and 16 are relatively prime. 7 and 8 are also relatively prime. And 1 and 16, of course, they only have 1 in common, so we only multiply numerator by numerator. 7 over here. So be careful, 16 and 8 are both denominators. We cannot simplify denominator with denominator. And here be careful, when you have multiplication, we don't need to have same denominator. We don't reduce to the same denominator as in the addition and subtraction. 16 times 8, 8 times 6, 48, 8 I carry 4, and 8 times 1, 8 plus 4, 12. So it's 7 over 128. It's an irreducible fraction. Now let's calculate the following expression. In this expression we have addition, multiplication, subtraction, parentheses, division. That's why when we have such long expression, in order to calculate it, we need to follow the priority rules. Let's remember first the priority rules. First, the priority is for parentheses and brackets, then for exponents, then multiplication and division from left to right, because multiplication and division, they have same priority. That's why we follow their order of appearance from left to right. In the end, addition and subtraction also from left to right. Let's start solving this expression. So of course we need to solve first what's between parentheses. So we need to solve 4 over 7 plus 3 over 14, and everything else we copy by respecting their same order of appearance. To add 4 over 7 plus 3 over 14, we need to reduce to the same denominator. And here be careful, when you have addition, you are not allowed to cross simplify like we did in the multiplication. So be careful. So 7 and 14, their LCM is 14 because 14 is multiple of 7. And 7 times 2 is 14. We multiply 7 and 4 by 2. Since here we cannot find the answer directly, we need to copy the operation again between parentheses, but by writing 4 over 7 in its equal form, which is 8 over 14 plus 3 over 14. Everything else we copy respecting the same order of appearance. Times 5 of 2 over 5 minus divided by 33 over 7. Now let's continue. We need to solve what's between parentheses. We didn't solve it yet. That's why we copy everything else. Times 2 over 5 minus 8 plus 3, 11. 11 over 14 divided by 33 over 7. Next, the priority is for exponents. Here we don't have any power, so let's continue. Priority next is for multiplication and division from left to right. So here we have addition, multiplication, subtraction, division. So we need to solve the multiplication and division first in the same step, but respecting their order of appearance. So 2 plus we copy, and we multiply these two fractions. Here we can simplify if you want by 2, since 4 and 2 we can cross simplify. And here we need to change division into multiplication. So we will obtain 3 over 2 times 1 over 5. We copy the minus, we copy the first fraction times the reciprocal 7 over 33 of the second fraction. Now let's continue. Now we solve the multiplication operations. Here, if you notice, we can simplify because the numbers are too big. Here 11 and 33, they have 11 as common divisor, and also 7 and 14, they have 7 as common divisor. 2 plus, here we can multiply them if you want in this step, 3/10 minus 1 over 2 times 1, here I forgot the 11, 1 over 3. Now let's continue solving the multiplication first, addition, subtraction. So priority is for multiplication. 2 plus 3/10 we copy, minus 1 over 6. Now we only have addition and subtraction. So if we want, we can reduce to the same denominator. So we cannot add or subtract fractions unless they have same denominator. 2 is in fact 2 over 1. And the LCM of 1, 10, and 6 is in fact the LCM of 10 and 6, which is 30. So over 30 plus over 30 minus over 30. So 1 times 30 is 30. 10 times 3 is 30. And 6 times 5 is 30. And in the end, we obtain 2 times 30 is 60. 3 times 3 is 9. And 1 times 5 is 5. Now we add and subtract these fractions following their order of appearance from left to right. And the denominator, of course, will stay the same. 60 plus 9, 69. 69 minus 5, it's 64. So the answer is 64 over 30. And if we can simplify, we should simplify the fraction. We can simplify by 2 equals 32 over 15. And 32 over 15, it's an irreducible fraction.